That's right. They're imposing new rules that could make it harder for you to afford health care. The agency now penalizing small employers who offer health care reimbursement accounts to employees. Now, the penalties, get this, could be as high as $100 a day an employee or $36,500 a year per employee. Congress now getting involved. Kevin Kuhlman is the Legislative Affairs Director of the National Federation of Independent Businesses. Kevin, thanks for joining us tonight. First off, let's explain these to viewers. They may not be familiar with them. Obviously, employers can put money into them. This is what employees get gratis. How does it work?
Oh, thanks, Jerry. In short, employers that don't offer expensive group coverage but still want to help their employees afford health insurance will give tax-free contributions for those employees to purchase individual health insurance. And no joke, the IRS says no longer you can do this.
Well, I got to tell you, that's the thing that confounds me most. So here we have employers doing the right thing by employees, helping them out. How can the IRS possibly object?
Well, that's a tough decision for me to say. I think they took a look at some of the nuanced Obamacare restrictions and regulations and says, well, this doesn't comply with the kind of the one-size-fits-all design. Therefore, it can no longer exist.
Wow. Okay, so according to some folks I've talked to, it's really a philosophical difference that the IRS is playing out here. They want everybody to be in Obamacare, basically. What are your members telling you at the National Federation of Independent Businesses? What did they say?
Well, our small business owner members, we have 350,000 of them nationwide, many of whom were not able to afford the high cost of group health insurance coverage. And they said, look, we didn't want to go all in, and we didn't want to throw our employees on their own. So instead, we offered this middle road where we gave them some tax-free money, and they purchased coverage on their own. And the IRS taking away our ability to do this is really going to put us at a disadvantage and our employees at a disadvantage as well.
I have to tell you, it's confounding. The federal government smashing a solution that small business operators have found to a big problem. I want you to hear what Congressman Charles Boustany had to say today. He's talking about the legislation that he and others are putting forward in Congress. He says using health care reimbursement arrangements is a creative approach that allows employees to select that are best tailored to fit their needs. Our common sense bipartisan legislation frees employers to provide their employees with options that will put the individuals in charge. Kevin, is this legislation, is it going to pass?
Well, as you know, on Capitol Hill, there is not a lot of agreement on health care and health insurance issues, but there is good news on this one, and there is, in both the House and the Senate, the Small Business Health Care Relief Act. And we're optimistic in calling for Congress to act on this quickly. And we're going, with our members' help, we're going to push and hope they do that very soon.
Kevin, thank you for